What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Man Up, coming at you with a video here. This video is gonna be a preview of the Houston Texans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars as they get ready to play in a few hours from now. Now we all know that what's his name? Quarterback Nick Foles. There we go. I couldn't get his name out. He had suffered a shoulder injury on a tackle in the first game of the season against the Kansas City Chiefs, and he is not going to be playing versus my Houston Texans. So they have backup quarterback Gardner Minshew. I think that's how you say his name, if I said that right. So at least there's a little bit of film on him, because the Texans versus backup quarterbacks is not particularly all that well. It's not bad, but it's not all that good. Now, I personally understand it, because sometimes when you don't do film on backup quarterbacks, you do film on the person who's starting. So, of course, when a backup quarterback come in, they got a different style and stuff like that, playing different than what you know of. Anyway, so this video here is about the Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I wanted to do this video because DeAndre Hopkins said that Jalen Ramsey is the best corner he's ever faced. We all know they're good friends. A couple of seasons ago, it's either last season or 2 seasons ago, I forget exactly, Jalen Ramsey wanted to come and join the Houston Texans. For some odd reason, that did not happen. So, it is what it is. But we all know Jalen Ramsey and DeAndre Hopkins are real good friends. They follow each other on social media along with Deshaun Watson. Nothing wrong with that. We all know people in the NFL are good friends. I ain't tripping on that. But we all know once they hit their field, they are enemies. That's just how it goes. Now, also, too, I see that Jaguars are ruling out cornerback AJ Boye. There we go. So I need to get more information on that before I speak on that. So I'm just looking at the updates right now as I speak. So I had predicted that the Texans are going to win this game 25-20. But like I said before, when I did my prediction right before the season started, I did say, barring any injuries, trades, or anything like of that nature, if you have your full roster the entire season, all of the games I predicted for the whole season is what I had predicted. Now backups are in, people are injured, things like that. Of course, things are going to be different. Also, too, with the Jaguars, I forget. I'm trying to find his name real quick, but it was a defensive lineman that got suspended. So I don't know. Well, I don't know for sure how it's going to work, because like I said, when backups come in, you don't really plan for them unless you know for sure they are going to play. So, and that's the reason why that's the reason why I made my predictions. So every time I do a video, I am going to say, barring any major injuries from any team, any trades, any player just being benched or anything, if the starting lineup is in there, this is what my prediction was. So I predicted that the Texans were going to win this game 25-20. I really do think now that score is going to go up a little bit, because I see the Jacksonville Jaguars. I cannot pronounce these names for nothing. I'm going to try here. Give me a second. Like I said, the Texans did release cornerback Aaron Colvin, but he got signed by the Redskins. It is what it is. So the Jags are going to be without, I cannot pronounce this guy's name, Ngaknu. I said that wrong. I already know I did. At least I believe I did. Ngakoue. That's how you spell it. And Robinson. So I know I said his name wrong. Whatever. Yannick Ngaknu, because he suffered a hamstring injury. I think I said his name right. I don't know. So a rookie, Josh Allen, will start, and if I said his name right, leave me a comment below. If I said it wrong, leave me a comment below. Let me know. I already know I said it wrong. So someone else is going to start this play, start in the spot. So, so with that, all that being said now, like I said, I was just looking at some injury updates. Like I said, the Texans cut corner Aaron Colvin. He's been slacking. So as much as I am positive about the team, when you see certain things just over and over and over, you will start to wonder. But so the Texans feel like they had to let him go. They freed up some cap space as well too, so they let him go. Now, with that being said though, I do feel like Deshaun Watson, with this being a divisional game with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we're going to be at home, we had a thrilling loss against the Saints. Good game, but a loss overall. I do think that now, excuse me, sorry about that. I do think that now, I think that lit a fire under the Texans offense to get embarrassed like that. They played they ass off, they did. And our secondary, defense/secondary, let us down. I did a stat a few days ago saying how, I think it was like 4 games, how we were in a lot of these games. The last couple minutes, our defense let us down. Well, let me change that. Our secondary, let me just get specific with that, because our defensive line is pretty cool. It's our secondary that's not that cool. Mainly corners. So with that being said, though, I do think that the score is going to be a little bit different. I think we're going to win this game probably 30-10. I know I said originally 25-20. I'm saying 30-10 now because, like I said, the injuries and stuff like that, people that's out for the Jaguars, and like I said, I think what happened in that Saints game, Texans versus Saints. I think that we got a fire lit up under us that we got to make this happen. So, and then also too, I think that Bill O'Brien knows that he got to make it happen. So, it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do here. So, another thing here too, I'm going to make a bold prediction on this one. And my bold prediction, I think, is going to be that Deshaun Watson, I know I said 30-10, so that means Deshaun Watson going to have 4 touchdowns, total 4, whether he rushes or throws. I think I'm going to end up changing that. I'm going to stick with 4 touchdowns. I'm going to say he's going to throw for like 400 yards. And I think Hopkins going to have not a spectacular game, but a pretty decent game. I'm going to say he's going to have like 90 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. Because I think this is going to be more of a game to where we're going to have to go to other receivers and our tight ends and our running back more. Because whether we all want to agree or not, Jalen Ramsey is a good corner. That's the reason why Hopkins like him so much. That's the reason why they were trying to get him on the Texans a couple years ago. But my prediction is I'm going to stick with the 4 touchdowns. I'm going to say Deshaun Watson is going to throw about 450 yards. He's going to have 4 touchdowns, a combined 4 touchdowns, whether he rushes or throws. Hopefully he don't do no rushing, because I'm not a big fan of that. Only run if you feel like you have to. And I hope he don't do no more of those flips like he did in the Saints game and he hurt himself. No, don't do that no more. But I am going to say that we're going to win this game 30-10. So maybe... I kind of want to change that, but now I'm going to stick with that. 30-10, 4 touchdowns by Sean Watson. Around 450 yards passing. Like I said, Hopkins is going to have a decent game, not a spectacular game. I think he's going to have another spectacular catch in this game. Whew, how many can he have? I'm still reeling over the one last season against Miami that did not count, which I think sucks, but still spectacular. Anyway, so that's what I believe on this one here. This has been a preview. Again, Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Houston Texans finna have their home opener. That's another reason why I think the Texans are going to win this one in front of their home crowd. So stay tuned, see what happens. They're finna play in more than a couple hours from now. Let me change that. But they're gonna play in a few hours from now. So with all that being said, I'm Chunky the Deuce. This is your boy Man Up. You was in the man cave. Now I'm finna kick you out the man cave. Y'all have a good one. Peace.